Should we go give that scroll to our sorcerer friend after looking around up here?
So your last one was Battlefront 2 at 49.
Yeah, and I spent like 5 minutes giving Tamora Moyison the reach around. Well, I think that's how you say his name.
I think we all know that you just want him in your bedroom.
Is that how you say his name? Tamara.
I thought it was
Tamara Morrison.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah.
I thought it was Moyison. Sorry, I'm just an idiot.
He's not going to be in your bedroom now.
Did you know he's from New Zealand?
Yeah.
Huh. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I was gonna say that the next one I have is actually one that I will tell you right after we talk to our friend.
Okay. Suspense.
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson? Well, well. Celavis is not a name I ever wanted to hear again. But fine. If it will help you, my apprentice, I offer my knowledge. The stars alter the fate of the Karian royal family, and the fate of your mistress, Rani. But long ago, General Radahn challenged the swirling constellations, and in a crushing victory arrested their cycles. Now he is the force that repulses the stars. If General Radahn were to die, the stars would resume their movement, and so too would Rani's destiny.
So we have to kill this.
Let's try studying sorcery. Is there any we don't?
No.
Oh, we have all.
We've done them all.
Do we have any scrolls? No? Okay.
So I think now we have to kill General Radahn.
Uh-huh. So my next one is Spider-Man PS1.
Oh, okay.
So Spider-Man for the PlayStation 1. I love this game. It is like one of the most comic book superhero games I've ever played in my life.
Mm-hmm.
It does not have the best gameplay, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to pretend that it does. But one of the things that I absolutely adore about Spider-Man PS1 is just the style. Like, it just looks comic booky. They're not afraid for it to be silly. I mean, the main villains are basically Ock and Carnage.
Isn't Scorpion in that one? Or am
Scorpion is in that
Okay.
one, yeah. And there's J. Jonah Jameson. You collect comic books and comic book covers as you go. There's a lot of different really neat stuff in that game, and I love that there's so many hidden secrets, too. Like, there's a what-if mode where you go through and it's completely different, and the Watcher illustrates part of it.
Oh,
like
okay.
you put in a cheat code, and there's like a whole new story mode called What If, where they put all kinds of random weird shit in it.
Yeah.
You know, so like, I love that game. I think it's fantastic. Now, if I'm looking at it like objectively as a video game, the second game, Enter Electro, is probably a better game.
Right.
But I don't think it's as iconic. It's certainly as fun. I really wish they had made a third game, to be honest, like out of those. But either way, like, I love that game. And I will never, ever see a sequel to it. And even if I did, it wouldn't be the same thing at all. But I really do wish there was a third one and that they had done better sales-wise. Because I know they were on PS1, they were on PC. I feel like one of them was on N64, but I don't remember.
I think there was one on N64.
So they were really like classic superhero games.
Yeah.
You know, for when they came out. And I still love in the second one, I know that's not the first one, but you go into training mode and you're training with Beast from the X-Men.
Oh,
and
really?
He trains you and helps you, like, figure out stuff, and you're training inside of Cerebro.
That's awesome.
So there's all kinds of crossovers. You meet the Punisher and Daredevil in the first game. It's almost like it has its own really unique universe. And the guy who voiced Spider-Man in that was fantastic. I don't actually remember his name, and I'm actually not going to look it up. I think it was Rhino something. Like, I think that's his last name. Is like
okay.
Reno or Rhino. I don't remember, so sorry, but he did it really good. I loved him in that role. I think he also voiced Spider-Man in Spider-Man Unlimited, the show. And anyway, long story short, there's so many costumes you can unlock. It seems kind of like one of those things where you'd think like, oh, well, Arkham or Spider-Man PS4, those really like set the bar for these games. But yeah. I kind of think this game did in a lot of ways, because here's the thing with that game. It basically made it so that you could unlock all these different costumes with different abilities and play through the game.
Right.
And it added so much replayability and replay value, and the music was amazing. Like, I can even still remember some of the music when you get in fights. It's like, you know? And there's a really classic level where you're trying to make your way up a building. It's basically, and there's the SWAT team is after you because Spider-Man was framed like for a crime at the beginning of the game.
A hate crime?
Yeah, he just literally he faced J. Jonah Jameson. He said, "You might have a newspaper, but that doesn't make you any less of a nice reporter." But he said the actual thing.
Oh, got it.
And so
got it.
Yeah, so they went after him. No, but I love that game. If you can't tell, it's like it's amazing.
I think I've heard you talk about this game in the past and how much you love it. I remember playing this game as a demo.
Yeah.
When I was a kid on the PlayStation 1. So, and I remember the demo being a blast, so...
And you know, there is technical limitations and stuff that's dumb. Like, obviously, you can't touch the ground, like, on the city below.
Right.
And the explanation is, well, Ock flooded the world with, or New York with, like, these chemicals. But, like, it was cool, you know? And, like, you understood it.
I thought it was Scorpion that did that.
No.
It was Ock?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it was not Osama bin Laden. And one of the best things about it... Wait, touch that again. How come we haven't been able to talk to our maiden in a long time?
I don't know.
One of the best things about it, though, like I said, was just that it is...
So we can... So why don't we just equip this one?
Right, what does it do? Raises all attributes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So, all I'm saying is that I love how it's unapologetically comic book and superhero.
Yeah.
And it loves what it is, and is able to convey that in a game really, really well. Also, do you want to check out that teleporter or not right now?
Not right now.
Okay.
Those teleporters are big scary.
I was going to say they're sketch. So, the next one that I have actually...
Is this 47?
Am I really going to have to count as I go?
Well, is this the third one that you said or fourth?
So, COD was the first. Star Wars Battlefront 2 was the second. Spider-Man PS1 was the third.
Okay.
Fallout 4 Game of the Year.
Oh, okay.
So that's on my list.
Okay.
I love Fallout 4. Everybody shits on Fallout 4. I don't. I just think New Vegas is a vastly superior game. Mm-hmm. I play Fallout for it to be an RPG, and I think Fallout 4 was too much shooter, not enough RPG in terms of the gameplay design. If, though, they made a game as good as New Vegas with its story, and as good as New Vegas with its factions, character-driven dialogue, and stuff like that, but with the romances of Fallout 4, like where you could romance your companions and get to know them better, and things like the building of Fallout 4 and the gunplay of Fallout 4, I think I would never leave my house again and no one would ever hear from me. Like, I would be living here just playing this game forever, modding it forever. I'd wait for my mom to die and I'd be fraudulently cashing Social Security checks as an income, and the channel would be gone because this would probably be my favorite game ever.
And you'd be having like 800 top 5s.
Yeah, on that game. Yeah, so all I'm saying is Fallout 4 did some things the best, like building, romance, stuff like that, but it really frustrates me how it missed the mark on other parts, like character-driven dialogue and side quests for your companions that actually feel like they have weight to them and tie into the main story, or whoa. There's like a growling.
Why did my horse come out?
Your horse doesn't like you right now.
Okay.
You know, like those things, I guess, frustrate me. There's a path over there. Do you see it?
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can try to get over there.
Those missteps frustrate me personally just because Fallout is one of my favorite game franchises of all time.
Right.
And I will say we had a different experience. Like, I didn't play classic Fallout first, so I understand that classic Fallout is different. But you played Fallout 4 as your first one. Nothing wrong with that. I played 3 as my first one. So, like, for me, I guess Fallout was always more the RPG style.
Yeah.
It, you know, and when they started ditching certain things... Okay, that was odd. That guy must have had a lot of emotional problems.
13th reason.
Or he was reenacting the I-35W.
Oh, no!
So, anyways, there was a lot of things that were left to be desired for me. What's that note say on that game? No hidden path ahead. Thank you for the honesty. I like the idea. It's just a barren wasteland. There is not an item here.
Okay.
Thanks.
Cool.
Anyway, so...
Oh, no. Oh,
wow.
jeez.
So I love Fallout 4. It left some things to be desired for me. I hate the fact they got rid of karma. I hate the fact that they got rid of faction. What would you say? Reputation and reputation for different areas. You have to shoot those. That kind of stuff frustrated me. By the way, somebody was telling me they dodge based on input. So what that means is the game sometimes reads, you pressed the button to shoot.
Yeah.
And they'll dodge in response to the button, not the shot.
Oh.
So if you hold it longer sometimes, like what you did where you charged the shot and let go,
yeah.
It doesn't do more damage, but it makes it so they don't know when the shot is coming and you're more likely to hit them.
Okay, so they'll just dodge. And then you can just hit them.
Right. Yeah,
Okay.
because they'll think you already pressed the button, but you're letting go of the button. You get it?
Yeah.
Before we go up there, let's go in that building.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I love Fallout 4 though. It also has two of my favorite companions of all time in it, and your favorite companion.
Yeah, my
Hancock.
favorite's Hancock.
Two of my favorites though are Kate.
Mm-hmm.
I love Kate.
Kate's cool.
Kate is fantastic, and I also really love Nick Valentine.
Yeah, if Hancock just didn't exist, I actually would have Nick Valentine as my companion in that game.
Yeah.
He was great.
He was great. I mean, and they did a really good job with the synth storyline and everything, I thought. I mean, it was a little heavy-handed, like, in terms of very clearly, like, a civil rights movement type thing.
Right.
Which isn't bad. I mean, it's not like they were like, white people bad, black people good, like you see from some storylines that are, like, trying to handle that and just doing a horrible job.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that, but I do think it was, like, very clearly inspired by it, but it was well done and not poorly written. And I only say that because a lot of storylines that try and be inspired by the real civil rights movement, they only understand like a very elementary, surface level understanding, like Martin Luther King, nice guy. Mm-hmm. That's it. And then they try and base a whole story off of that. And it's interesting when you actually know the history that there's more to it. And there was more to it in Fallout 4, which I'll give them credit for. Like, some of the synths were bad. Mm-hmm. Some of the synths were good. Some of the synths wanted nothing to do with anything, and they just wanted to be left alone.
Right.
You know, so that kind of stuff I thought was interesting, and it was more subtle than I expected from Bethesda, because Bethesda's writing, as much as I love them, is not always their strong suit. It's sometimes a little bit of a weak point that takes the back seat to world building and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was really well done. I mean, they even went to the extent of having, like, the railroad in there.
Yeah.
As a faction, which, you know, I was fine with. Like, I like the railroad. They're cool.
I just wish that they had given some more of those factions more to do. It seems like the Minutemen and the Brotherhood
were kind of the main two.
I guess the Institute did have a lot, too, only because of the Sean connection. But if you don't care about that, there's not much to the Institute either.
Right.
Because Sean, to give, like, the most minor spoiler alert of all time, also you're not on your shield, you're on your miracle thing.
Oh.
Sean is supposedly your son in that game that goes missing, and there's a lot of stuff to that, and so that you kind of go looking for him and find him in connection with the Institute.
Yeah.
But if you didn't find that personal connection, there's not a ton else to the Institute that's interesting. That's
like the downside of the Institute.
And the downside of the Brotherhood is they're a bunch of dicks.
Right.
So, like, you kind of have to pick and choose, like, what you want to be associated with in this game. We could always go back out and take that ladder, unless you already did that.
I think, the one that was over on the door.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one that I tried to get into before, so that door was just a shortcut.
Oh, but I thought there was a ladder next to the paths. I see. You already went over.
Yeah, I already did that. That's how I even got up here.
Sorry. I was thinking about my list, like Chris Jericho.
Fallout 4.
Yeah. Have you seen the list of Jericho?
Yeah, I have.
I love that meme. Should we cut ahead to where you find where to go?
Sure.
Okay. Oh, well, never mind. I guess we don't have to.
Well, if this is even where to go. Help me too high up. Oh, so maybe this is not where to go.
Well, that would suck. I think you can make it over there.
Like, just jump down there?
Can you call your horse in or no?
No.
I think sprinting, you could make that jump.
Like over there?
Maybe.
You think I can make that jump right there?
I don't know.
Because I was thinking of, like, barrel rolling and just eating the hit.
Yeah, you could do that. Do that. That's better. Better idea. No.
Oh, I didn't even get a hit. Nice.
Good idea.
Oh, and then a summoning thing.
And a teleport.
No enemy ahead.
So that was a teleport. So my next one is actually... By the way, did I say Fallout 4 is Game of the Year? Obviously, any game that I mention that has a Game of the Year, I'm talking about that. Okay?
Yeah, I mean, like, who wouldn't want to include DLC in a video game?
Vanilla only.
I only want the vanilla New Vegas.
I hate experiencing more content. Content is for bitches. I love simple. My next one is Jack 3. So Jack and Daxter 3. I wanted to put Jack 2 and 1 on the list, but they're not.
Okay.
And the reason is just because there's a lot of games I like more than them. But Jack 3 combines the exploration and lightheartedness of Jack 1 with the more grown-up and edgy storytelling of Jack 2 in the future. It has really amazing combinations of the future and the past of that franchise. And it's able to also tie up loose ends, like who were the precursors? That's a big question in those games.
Right.
You know, like where's Jack from? All this stuff. They do so much with it that I'll say more about after we talk to Wolfman.
Thought I might find you here. I must admit, I was a little worried. We missed our meeting. But it looks like you're still in one piece, eh? You must have heard by now, right? That Starscourge Radahn holds Rani's fate in stasis. But once he's out of the way, it'll spring back into motion. So now, we stand against the demigod once known as the strongest of them all. The way ahead is pleasingly simple. We fight, sword and fang. Into the fray together, eh? Let's see what you're made of.
I like him. I like the Ronnie questline
Into
a
the fray
lot.
together, eh?
Okay.
What's with these, like,
Champions welcome? Oh, no.
The stars have aligned. The festival is nigh. General Radahn, mightiest demigod of the Shattering, awaits you. Champions, prepare for battle. Defeat the general, claim glory, and grab that great rune. A celebration of war. The Radahn Festival!
okay, we could just get that in the recording.
Okay.
So
is this guy gonna help us now?
Into the fray.
Okay.
I guess we just have to go forward. I was also going to say with Jack 3, one of the things I absolutely love about it is that it combines all the best things that previous games did, and it adds vehicles. And usually you'd say, oh no. Because it's just a random,
Are you good and prepared, young chum? The festival begins.
thought it already began. Ready as I'll ever be.
Should we just do it then?
Yeah.
Before we begin, allow me to paint you the full picture. General Radahn is cursed ever to wander. Eaten from the inside by Melania's scarlet rot, his wits are long gone. Now he gathers the corpses of former friends and foes alike, gorging on them like a dog. Howling at the sky. But now, we must make merry. O gathering of champions! The revels begin! The celebration of war! The Radahn Festival!
Oh, hey, we got a emote.
Nice.
So...
Can you talk to him again?
You will find the field of battle past the church ahead, upon the shore under the fort. General Radahn is there, even now, divested of his wits, devouring corpses, and howling at the sky.
Okay.
So
basically, Scarlet Rot is kind of like a status effect. I was reading about this. Nobody's really written about lore yet. I don't really know if there is lore, but it almost seems like this dude is the, I guess, approximation of a Hollow from Dark Souls.
right.
Like, he's mindless now. Although it's, like, obviously a totally different type of system of how he got there.
He kind of seems like the king from Dark Souls 2.
Oh, Vendrick.
Yeah, Vendrick.
Yeah, where he's just, like, wandering in his tomb.
Yeah.
Offer Rump?
Well, I think that might be his throne.
Oh, I see, okay. Yeah, interesting. I'm gonna just finish on Jack 3 since this... Well, I've already finished on Jack 3 several times. Had to get new copies. But the thing, that I love with it is they added in vehicles, they added in all this different stuff that really expanded the game and made it even more of a big game open world. There's the wasteland where you explore around, like it's a desert. You can go in cities in the wasteland. You can go in cities in the actual, like, futuristic city from 2. And the world's actually different and feels like it has progressed since that game.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff that I love about it that I think was done really, really well, and I think it answered criticisms. And Jack is one of those game series that, 1, I recommend you play at some point,
Okay.
and 2, I think grew up with its audience very well, which is really hard to do, because a lot of times games try and grow up with their audience, and they just become garbage.
Right.
Okay, the recorder cut out again. Like, they'll become this, I don't know, like, super edgy thing, and it's not well written or anything. Jack 2 started to go that way where people were worried about it because it did become more edgy, but 3 kind of brought it back, and it brought, like, a lightness back to the series, like I said, along with still having the dark, mature tone, and I thought that they did a great job of having both.
Right. Try to do this.
Yeah, and not really coming off like it was, I don't know, forced in any way. And it also didn't even come off like a course correction. So,
Oh, no.
you should...
Well, this guy should be here.
Uh-oh. He's not.
What is this up here?
Oh, no, you are gonna die. Heal, heal, heal. Okay, good job. Good dodge, good dodge. I remember this guy was reportedly broken before.
Jeez.
So I don't know what's going on now, but,
Well, what are these?
touch that. Summon. Oh!
I clicked that.
Heal, 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 heal.
I'm trying.
Oh! You are gonna have to go back. Hopefully those guys will still be there. Do you want me to try?
Do you want to?
I don't care. I mean, if you want to do it.
Well, it's just a hard thing to dodge because it has
Right.
like a weird timer where when he shoots it, it's like...
And then it also turns.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you want to try and do it again,
Okay.
by all means. Can I go back to my list?
Yeah.
I'll move on from Jack. Since, I think Jack has brought ill tidings to the Let's
Well,
Play.
I just wanted to say Jack and Daxter are games I've always wanted to play, but I've never been able to.
Well, it's just a shame that they're really not available to play. And what I mean by that is they're on the PS3.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, dodge, dodge, dodge. They're not really on modern hardware.
Right.
Get your souls back. Nice, good job there.
Thank you.
This is really cool. It's like an actual legit battle. Why is he ignoring them?
I don't know.
Look out.
Well, okay.
Mad?
I want to get this guy in.
That makes sense. Did you?
I think so, yeah.
Nice. This is really cool.
Oh, jeez!
So if you hadn't done this, like Ronnie's questline, would you not be able to summon all these people?
I don't know. I'm gonna summon these two guys, though.
Yeah. Good call. Why don't you try shooting him? I was going to tell you my next one, by the way.
Okay.
007 Agent Under Fire.
Oh, yeah, that's a good game.
I thought that you'd like that.
That's a really good game.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm gonna add that to my list, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I love that game.
Remember if you like beat the par time or score? I don't remember what it was. I guess it wasn't par. It was like the time period You have to be a little closer to shoot him.
Okay.
If you beat, like, the high score or whatever it was that they set, you would be able to get the golden gun.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I love that. Try shooting him with the R1 while you have that, because it does a ton.
By shooting... Oh, okay.
Let's see, you two-hand it, and then you press R1.
I don't know where he went
You hit
to.
L2 and then R1.
Where did he go to?
Oh, look up!
Oh, jeez!
That was a comet! He, like, came back as a meteor.
Oh, he killed, like, all these people!
Yeah, I think we're gonna probably have to try this again. Oh, no! Ah! I like how the music just cuts out and then you hear...
I know!
Yeah, he killed Tragorth. Not Tragorth, please!
Wait, oh, I wasn't even paying attention to my health.
I was gonna... Oh, we missed a summon back there.
Do you want to try this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, should I...
Maybe say, like, your next one, so you can, like, talk about it.
Well, I said Agent Under Fire.
Oh, yeah, Agent Under Fire.
Agent Under Fire.
Okay, no.
Agent Under Fire for comments in the workplace.
Agent Under Fire.
Agent Under Fire was actually, like, the name of the scene in Transformers Dark of the Moon.
Oh,
where,
yeah,
like,
in the bathroom?
Yeah, where, like, they committed that hate crime on that Asian guy, like the Decepticons. They were like, go back to your place, or whatever. No, I love 007 Agent Under Fire. I think the Pierce Brosnan Bond, I will always stand by, is one of the best versions of the character.
Yeah.
He's so iconic, and he, oh no, oh no, 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 oh! He's so iconic, and I think that he really encapsulates the, charm of James Bond.
Right.
You know, of, like, who he is. I can't dodge.
Yeah, see how hard it is?
Well, like, it's just, it wasn't letting me click dodge. There we go. So I love that game, and it's not the best. Like, if I remember right, there's not really a jump, or maybe there is a jump, and it, is just bad. I don't really remember which.
In Agent Under Fire?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I don't remember either.
But it was one of those two, and I remember with that game, I loved it, but I'm not the best at it.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's one of those games that I'm just super nostalgic for, though. And the level design was really cool, and I love the Q gadgets.
Yeah, those are so fun.
You know, it sucks.
I love, like, the Q laser.
It really sucks that later on, they move away from the gadgets.
Yeah.
Like, they try and make James Bond more of just a shooter, and it never was, you know?
Right, James Bond's a spy.
Right. Like, yes, he has a gun. It is a shooter.
You need to get your blue thing, whatever it's called. There you go.
It seems like everyone's basically gone already.
Yeah, you have, like, this Pock dude, and then I think one other person still. And if they're not dead... Oh, there's another summon. And if they're not dead, his comic attack will kill them. His comet attack.
Are you okay today?
No.
What's going on?
I don't know. Wait, I thought you already summoned Greathorn Tragoth.
Maybe you can summon them again.
Oh. Oh, hey!
Yeah. I'm looking over here to... Yeah, is that one of the summon signs?
I don't know. This is one of those games, this is one of those bosses where you'd like to summon human NPCs.
I have heard people say that there are people who said that there are certain NPCs or bosses in this game that are more designed for summoning humans.
I think this is one of those.
So if we're having a problem, we can always do that. What is this guy doing? Like,
I don't know.
It's like Yuri on Ice.
Why is it like Yuri on Ice?
Why don't you try it again?
Should we summon humans?
I want to try it one more time first. We got him down to half health. I mean, there's nothing wrong with summoning, but I didn't see any signs. Oh, right, because
we have to use the thing, yeah.
Would you have to do it in there, or would you have to do it outside and then hope they follow you? Because I don't know how they'd follow you.
I don't know how you would have enough time to do it in the thing. With him being like Legolas up there.
I don't know. And he was like Yuri on Ice because he was skating all over the place.
God.
That was my joke.
Okay.
You can try and do it. I don't care. I'm not going to be offended.
Okay.
Seems like a collaborative boss, doesn't it?
Does to me. I don't know where it is. Okay.
For Old Finger, I think? No, not that.
Reveals co-op. This is the only one.
Okay. So, I was going to tell you my next one.
Okay.
And that is, you might have to do it inside, or we might have to see if you even can do this. Did you turn on the summoning pool?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's one.
Where?
Right there. Isn't that one?
This is a normal message.
Oh, sorry. I saw it from an angle. My next one is Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Okay.
I love Need for Speed Most Wanted. This has some of the best soundtrack picks in a racing game I can think of ever. It got me into bands like Bullet for My Valentine. I love this game. I love the cars. And you work your way up a tier system where, like, at the beginning, you suck. So, like, at the beginning, you're a good racer, then you lose your car and you get arrested and stuff.
Right.
And then you have to work your way back up through this thing called the Blacklist, which is essentially, like, all these 15 best racers in the county. And you have to beat people who work for them, and then you have to beat them. And there's, like, exploration, like, it's got open world elements to it. And it's a racing game, so like that might sound dumb, but at the time it was like that was a big deal. Like now you have like every other racing game has an open world.
Right.
That wasn't a thing then, you know. It wasn't like a commonplace practice for these racing games to have open world exploration in them.
Right.
So that was a big deal that I really love, and I also love the villain. I don't remember his name, but they had a legitimately good villain in this racing game. And there was this cop called Cross that was really interesting that they did a good job with. He was actually a recurring character who showed up in a couple games. I don't know. This really impressed me for a racing game. I'm not saying that because racing games are bad, but because a lot of times they were very formulaic of like, okay, well, go to the mission, or, you know, go to this level, win the race, move on. And I thought that it was much more in-depth than that.
Right.
And more impressive than that.
Yeah, I played it on the Wii U.
Oh, so you played the remake?
Yes.
Okay. So
that was fun.
I'm not shitting on the remake. I love the original more.
Right.
But, because, like, they are different. It's not just, like, an HD remaster.
Yeah.
They did change quite a bit. But I've heard that's a really good game, too. I've, like, watched some of it.
Yeah, that one was fun.
And to me, it was one of those things where it wasn't
I'm gonna
as...
do this again and see if this works.
To me, it was one of those things where it wasn't as good from watching, but I'd still like to play it eventually.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. There was not much negative I had to say about that game, really. Especially as, you know, like I said, a racing game. I thought it kind of set the bar higher. It's kind of too bad now there's, like, no competition in racing, like, for video games. Like, you have Gran Turismo that comes out whenever the hell it wants, and launched really poorly with the newest one, which really pissed me off, because that was... Gran Turismo 3 was my first video game I ever owned.
Right, so you were excited for that one?
I was, and I was really angry that they completely fucked it over. And so what I'm getting to with all of this is, basically... It was nice to see a racing game kind of set the bar and standards higher.
Right.
Whereas now you just see these things set the bar lower.